in court, it's supposed to be innocent till proven guilty. The court of public opinion, that is very different, and it has never moved faster than it is today. We have seen it sway endorsements, careers, even culture before any verdict is reached. The O.J. trial, Casey Anthony, even recently Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, that defamation trial, and social media was flooded with memes, clips, way too many hot takes, and that was with cameras in the courtroom back then. Federal courts, like the one that Diddy is in, ban cameras, so public opinion is really shaped through what you were seeing on your timeline right now or for your For You page. And here's what's been popping up on ours.
Okay, y'all, day 3 of the Diddy trial started off heated before Cassie even got back to the stand.
Recounting in detail everything that went on in 2016. I'm an attorney and I read what happened, so you don't have to.
This isn't a movie, this isn't clickbait. This is a federal sex trafficking trial involving one of the most powerful names in music, and the full story is only beginning to unfold.
Yeah, and it's not just the general public that's weighing in on social media. Some of the lawyers are, too.
All right, Diddy just got hit with a $100 million default judgment yesterday to a guy who's currently sitting in jail. I'm one of his lawyers, and I'm here to tell you why this is so absurd.
Yeah, this is becoming the age of trial by TikTok, where the jury is in the hundreds of millions all around the world. And NBC's Maya Eglin joins us now. Maya, gotta ask, what has the court of public opinion been looking like on all this today?
Yeah, hey, Gotti, I think so much of the focus is really on the testimony of Cassie Ventura. This is Sean Diddy Combs' ex-girlfriend. They were dating for over a decade. Right now, she's 38 years old. And folks might recognize her from the 2016 surveillance video of her being dragged near that elevator bank. As you scroll through the comments, as you look through the commentary, a lot of people are saying it is so difficult to hear the graphic details about her testimony, the violence and abuse that she says she faced. Folks are describing her, many of them online, as a true victim. Now, there are no cameras allowed in this federal court, but folks are also commenting on her being visibly pregnant. We know that she's 8 months pregnant, and a lot of folks in the comments are saying this must be such a stressful, challenging thing to do, you know, as she's dealing with her pregnancy, too. The other thing I want to mention, Gotti, so many people online are trying to speculate and figure out the other celebrities involved here. We heard Kid Cudi's name today. We've also heard Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers. We don't know how they are exactly connected just yet, but a lot of people online and in the comments putting out their own theories on, you know, how they are incorporated into this case. We just don't know yet. Gotti?
Yeah, all theories, very much theories at this point. This one is so interesting because it doesn't seem like the jury is being sequestered in the way that we normally see, right? So how does that square with what used to be like this absolute insistence on fair and impartial trials across the board?
Yeah, I think it's tough because on social media, even if you're just on your phone, on any website, it's hard to avoid the headlines. It's hard to avoid the commentary here. We know of the 12 jurors, there are 8 who are men, 4 who are women. Their ages 30 to 74 with an average age of 52. They come from a wide variety of backgrounds and professions here. Some of them have admitted to knowing some of the details about this case before the jury selection. A few people even saying they saw that 2016 video of Cassie Ventura being dragged. But their responsibility and what they vow to as jurors is only making decisions based off of the evidence presented to them in the court. And these jurors are going to see and have seen additional evidence that the public has not. So it's going to be really interesting to see if any of their preconceived notions about Sean Diddy Combs in the past or some things that they've heard about the trial will influence this. The goal is for it not to influence and for them to really make up their minds based on what they see in court. Gotti? Yeah,
but in this day and age, it does seem like starting with a clean slate is somewhat of a fallacy. How have we seen this all play out in the past with super high-profile trials? Like, I keep thinking, you know, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and the defamation case there. Are there going to be similarities that we see here with how social media interacts and possibly interferes with the trial?
I think we can definitely expect there to be more commentary, a lot more videos about this case on social media. But what's interesting is since there are no video cameras allowed in this federal court, it's hard to say what that influence will be because with the Amber Heard case in 2022, people were grabbing screenshots of her face, commenting on makeup. They were looking at body gestures with Johnny Depp, and there were narratives spun around the visuals that the public had at the time. We also saw cameras with the Casey Anthony case in 2011, with O.J. Simpson back in 1995. So it'll be interesting because we only have these drawings to go off of, but because they are such high-profile names, I expect the commentary to continue. Gotti. Yeah, and here's something else at play that I've never seen before. We've got the former FBI Director James Comey's daughter on the prosecution and the Menendez lawyer, Mark Garagos' daughter, on the defense's side. Like, those two last names carry so much legal weight here in America. What kind of impact do you think that's going to have on public perception? For folks who are closely following this case, I think it's going to bring more attention to some of the details. Of course, we know with James Comey and even Garagos, the high-profile cases that they've been involved with Jeffrey Epstein, the Menendez brothers, O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown. I think people will connect the dots of the relationship between some of these legal last names. But the average person on TikTok, to be quite honest with you, Gotti, I'm not sure is that interested in the legal defense. They're more concerned and more curious about the people involved directly with Sean Diddy Combs and, of course, Cassie Ventura in this trial. Yeah, until they stumble upon Garagos' TikTok, because she is pretty active on TikTok. All of it is uncharted territory. Maya Eglin, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.